Okay, let's begin. Today we're going to be making jelly bean crankbait based on the Engineer Angler's design. It's an oval shape with a either one of these bill. I think we're going to do a rounded one. I like the way it moves from this video. Crankbait action test. So let's try to make this one, the one on the left here. So we're going to be using this design right here on. I just took a screenshot from his video, so we're going to be using this pictures as a template to we're going to create it. So let's get started. So this is SolidWorks 2025. It could be any SolidWorks, could be any CAD program you like. Just use the one that you know. Let's get started by creating a new one on top here. Then click parts, then click OK. So go to the front plane on the left here. Left click it. Whenever I say click, that means it's a left click. So when I say click the front plane, you're going to press down on the left mouse button. When I say right click, that'd be the right mouse button. There we go. Front plane, sketch. From the sketch, we're going to be starting, just import a picture that we want to use as something to guide us. So go to Tools, go to Sketch Tools, and go down here, click the arrow, and right there it says Sketch Pictures. Click that. So here I have this pictures. So click OK. And here, just zoom in and zoom out. Move this towards where you want to begin. And let's see. We want to make this I say, the standard crankbait is 2 3/4. So let's go with that. 2,750,000. Click OK. Zoom out. And here you can disable that scaling tools. Uncheck that and bring this down. Let's see. I want to make sure it's lined up. So let me draw a line and then I'll delete it right afterwards. Here it is. And give this a dimension of 2.75. There we go. And let's go back to the pictures. Double click the pictures. And we're going to rotate it. On the left here, there's the third one down. Press up or down. See how it goes. Nope. There we go. I think that's good. Now move this picture right around there. And let's see, move it out a little bit. I'll call that good. Okay, exit. Actually, let me delete this pictures. I mean the dimension. Click OK. Exit sketch. Now, let's rename this. Left click it twice, slowly. Just call pick and go back to the front plane. And we're going to create another sketch on top of that. So now we want to use the ellipse tools on the top there. Click that. And somewhere in the middle, it doesn't have to be exact. And we'll hit the origin. And we're going to be right around there. Now we're going to press the select tool up here. And move this in right around there. This one. Actually, let's give this a dimension from this point. Oh, let's click Smart Dimension. And then click this point. And then hold down the Control key. Press this one. And let's give this 2.75. Click select tools and make this one and this one, give it a horizontal relation. There we go. I think that's good. It's horizontal and it's 2 3/4 inch long. You can make it a little bit smaller down here, but I'm just going to keep it over. Make this a very simple ruler. Click OK. Now, so I exit sketch. Oops, actually, you know what? Let's go back in. I forgot some. So here's the oval. So now we're going to draw a line from here. And we're going to click the trim entity and delete one of it. Now it's just half of it. Click OK. Exit sketch. Now what we want to do is a revolve boss base. Click that and select the line. And it's 360 degree. Let me hide this picture. Actually, what happened? Shoot, just click, go back. Click sketch. Click revolve boss base. And the axis of revolution is this one. Oh, shoot. I just noticed that. Let me go back. I made a mistake right there. I need to cut that off. So let's see. Go back, edit sketch. And I trim this off. Same more. And the other thing you can do is when you're inside a sketch, you can also go to tools, go to sketch tools, and go to check sketch for feature to make sure the sketch is a closed contour. So just go check, and it says no problem, contain one closed contour. Okay, that's done. Exit sketch, select the sketch, then revolve boss base. For the axis of revolution, click that line, then click OK. There we go. Now we're gonna go turn on the picture again, and we're gonna shut this one off, hide it, and we're gonna make this cut right around here. So go to front plane, click sketch, and we're gonna use the ellipse tool, or you can use a spline tool. Let's go with spline tool. Here and somewhere in the middle, somewhere out here. Click OK. We can move this out just a little right there. And let's make a box around it. Click exit. Click exit. Now, let's see. If we select this sketch number 3, go to feature, extrude cut, and let me move the camera. What we want to do is go to direction 1 and choose through all, and click OK. Oop, I forgot to turn on the revolve. Turn that back on. Click sketch 3, extrude cut, through all, both sides. Click OK, and I'll cut through it. Let me hide these pictures. There we go. Now let's round this off a little bit. So go to fillet on top here on the feature. Go to fillet and select that line. And let's give this 50,000.050. think 100,000 is good. Let's give 100,000. 0.1. Yeah, that's good enough. If you want it more round, let's give it try 150.150. Yeah, I like that. Okay, there we go. 150,000. Now let's make the Taiwan eye. So turn on the picture again. So you can see it's from here to over here. So let's go to front plane. Click it, then click sketch. And on the sketch tool, just use a regular line. Then I'm gonna start right around here, all the way here to the end of it. Yep, that looks good. Click select, exit sketch, and then we're gonna use the feature from the feature. Go swept cut, and we're gonna use the circular profile. And right here, it's already been selected, which is this line right here. There we go. Click OK. And there we go. Now, if I click the front plane here on top, let's turn off this pictures. Actually, let's leave it on for a second. So now we're gonna create the bottom Taiwan eye. Let's turn on the sectional view right here. Click this one, section view. Then it says front plane already, so that's what we wanted. If it was something else, you can change it by clicking the front plane. It'll say front plane right here. Then click OK. Now let's turn off the picture for a second. There we go. Now what we want to do is draw a line down. So go to front plane, create a new sketch, and we'll draw a line down from up here. Let's see, here to this line. We want it a little bit above it. Click OK. Actually, click select up here. There we go. And if we turn on the picture, it should look something like that. If you don't like how that goes, you can always move it over. There we go. Okay. Hide the picture again. There we go. Now select, let me see, exit sketch. Select that sketch right here. Oop. Select that sketch first, and then go to feature. Then go swept cut. And we want a circular profile. And in this case, we wanted 300,000. There we go. So it's a little bit bigger. So you can put a swivel up here, and the line tie is going to go right through it, and put a swivel or whatever you want. But I wanted 300, so in case I wanted a swivel, click OK. And we're basically done. But let's give it an air chamber on top and maybe a weight down here. For the weight, let's do the weight first. Go to front plane, create another sketch, and draw a circle. Let's see. We're gonna put the weights. We're gonna make it head forward. Yeah, let's make it head forward. So right around here somewhere. Right around there. And this looks like, let me see, what is the diameter? This one is about 350,000. So 350. Okay. I don't want it too thin. Right there is good. Click OK. Now we're gonna draw a line through it at that point to this point, and we're gonna trim that off. Click OK. Exit sketch. What we want to do now is a revolve cut. So select the sketch, go to feature, and we're gonna do revolve cut. For the axis of revolution, click this line and click OK, and it's 360 degree. Click OK, and I'll make a ball for a steel bearing, a steel ball as a weight. For the top, let's make an air chamber. Since this is a small lure, I want to give this as much air chamber as I can, because there's a good chance that it will sink with all the hooks and all the hardwares and stuff. So go to front plane. We're gonna make an air chamber up here. Front plane, right click, left click, doesn't matter. Click sketch. Now we're gonna use the spline tools, but let's make a line first. Let's start from somewhere around here to maybe around here. Now use the spline tools. Connect this dot. And somewhere around here, 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 and then here. Click select. Let's move this out just a little bit. That's okay. Let's give it a fillet over here. Click OK. Click OK. Oh, X. I don't know why. So let's take a look at it. That looks okay. Let's move this down just a little bit. Okay, now exit sketch. Okay. If we select the sketch, and then what we want to do is go to feature, select extruded cut. Now this is going to cut through all of them, so we don't want that. We want the first direction. Choose offset from surface, and for the surface we want to use this surface, and we want to use translate surface. So if I uncheck it, it'll go, yeah, translate. Let's get 100. Let's do 150,000. For direction 2, you also want to translate surface. Give it 150,000, 0.150. And you also want to use translate surface. And for the surface, select that face again, and it will cut right through from the top. It looks like it's gonna cut right around that surface of the lure. Click OK. Let me move the camera. There you go. Now let's give this a fillet. Go to fillet. Select this face. Let's give it 30,000, 0.03. Click OK. Now let's do it for the other side. So now we're going to turn off the sectional view and turn it back on again. And then change the direction on the sectional 1 here. Click that. Then click OK. And let's rotate the camera. And there you go. So we want to give this a fillet. So go back to fillet number 2. Click it. And then edit feature. For the item to fillet, select that and choose this face. There you go. Now click OK. So there's a fillet right around that area. So if I give it a sectional view from the front plane, I mean the right plane, oops, right there. So there's a rounded edge right around there. Exit that. And let's save this as, let's give a name of jelly bean. Click OK. Jelly bean crankbait. Now we're gonna export this as an STL. So go to File, Print 3D, and it'll ask what is the print bed location, meaning how is this gonna sit on the print bed. So we can just give it anything. Top plane, click offset from geometry, so it'll look like this. But when you put it on the slicer, that's when you can change any of it. So go all the way down, go to File to save. Scroll down, it will ask what kind of format, and we had it as STL. So save file, click that, and let's give this jelly bean crankbait. Click OK. Yes. Exit, and we're basically done. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope this was simple. It sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just if you look at it, first thing we did was we imported pictures, and then we drew a sketch. Hold on. All we did was this. We draw a sketch, which is an oval, and then after that we extruded cut it, do a little fillet, round it off this fillet right here, and then all the other one is just a like a swept cut for the line tie, and a swept cut for the bottom line tie, and then the revolve cut for down here. This was not necessary, but you want to add some weight, so make the revolve cut. Here we just made an extruded cut on top, and the last one is just a fillet. So that wasn't that bad. It was pretty simple. Okay, now the next step is we're gonna create a the bill. So let's turn on the picture. So we're gonna create a bill, a bib right here. So in order to do that, the simplest way I can think of is, since you have the picture already, so go to front plane, click sketch, draw a line. Let's do a center line from where you want to create the bill, the top of the bill right here. So be right around here and all the way down, and click OK. Actually, click select on top here and adjust as needed. Let's see, make it right around here. It's gonna interfere with the line tie, but that's okay. There's a way to fix it. Click OK. Now let's close that picture, and it'll look like this. Exit sketch. So we're gonna create a plane right where we just made that line. So go to feature, go to reference geometry, click plane, and the first reference is going to be this point right here. The second one is going to be this point, and the third one is going to be the front plane. See, there we go. So we just made where the shaded blue here, that's where the plane is going to be. So click OK. Now go to plane 1 here, click it, and click sketch to create a sketch on that plane. So now we want to do is create a center line from the center of the lure, which is the origin here, all the way down to that point. Click select. Now we want a rounded bit. So let's go somewhere around. Let's see, hold on, let me hide this plane. There we go. So we're gonna start somewhere around here to here. So see how that look. See, from the front plane. Now that looks a little too big, so let's select tools. Let's bring this down just a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. I think I like that. So exit sketch. And now we select the sketch. Then now we're going to do extruded boss base. And I actually want to go down this way. And I actually want it 150,000.150. Click OK. And there we go. Now let's give it a fillet. Go to fillet and choose this corner and this corner. And I want that to be around, let's see, 50,000. No, that's 50,000. Let's see how that look. Yeah, let's give it 30,000. Click fillet and then click edit feature. Let's give this 30,000.03. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, it looks a little better. There we go. Okay, if we look at the sectional view, you'll notice that the line tie got blocked from the bib. So we'll click OK. Now what we want to do to solve this problem is we're going to go to this, click this right here. So that's the swept cut right here. We're going to move that down after the fillet. There we go. And that solved that problem. And we're basically done. Okay, right now we're in the File Explorer in Windows. And here's the STL file that we created. And here's the SolidWorks file. What you want to do in order to print, just open up Cura. So double click it. It should open up. Here we're in Cura. Let's zoom in and press down on the middle mouse button to move the screen. Select that and let's rotate it. Now how do we want to set this up? We can either like that or like this. Usually I like it on its back like this. So this way I can add the ball bearing as it's printing without pausing. So I kind of like this, even though it's required a bit of support. But that's okay. I can live with it. Let's see if I can do another better way. This way. This could be a good way. Let's see how this one goes. Let's try this one. For the layer height, I like a 0.3 millimeter. Line width around 0.3. I like around 4 layers. I used to do 7 layers, so that was pretty strong. But let's try with 4. It's a little bit lighter and takes a little bit faster. Everything else is 4. 4 layers. Infill, I'm going to keep it at 10% because I want this to float. For temperature, I'm printing with PLA, so I'm going around 200 degree Celsius. And for the speed, I'm going at 100. Actually, let's try that at 50. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you get a better print quality. And for the travel, yeah, there is retraction, cooling, yep. And for support, yep, you want to create support. And for the adhesion, that'd be none. And let's see, slice, that'll take about 3 hours. So if we try it the other way, this one will take about 3 hours and 20 minutes. So, but this way give you a stronger body. If you do in this way, the layer heights is horizontal, so there's a good chance it might break. For 20 minutes, this way, yeah, let's go with this way. Let's slice it, and let's do a preview. On the right here, you can move the layers. Wow, that's a lot of support. Let's take it from the top view. So it'll start off with the support, then it'll go up, up. Not sure how I feel about it. Let's see. For faster print and less material, it's better to put it on his head. So let's try that. Try a little bit at an angle. Yeah, I think I like this better. Let's see. Yeah, this has a little bit less support. Yeah, I can live with this. But let's see, I actually want this to be the other way around. There we go. Okay, so this is what it looked like when it came out. So what we're gonna do is clean it up, and then we're gonna be using a swivel that will be going in here, and we'll be using this lock wire, 41,000 stainless steel lock wire. And for the tools, this one is a split ring plier for a split ring, but we're gonna skip that. And we're gonna be using this to bend the wire and all that stuff. And need a needle nose plier for cutting, and probably use this for the cutting. And of course, the knife to cut out any small stuff. And one of the other ones that we'll need is probably this one. This side cutter. It's pretty good for actually for taking this part. Yeah. Or you can use a needle nose plier. Just bend it off. There you go. Then after that, we'll just use a knife to kind of clean up just a little bit. You can sand it if you want, but I try not to sand as much as I can. So to hook this up with the wire, you can use first, take out the wire, cut it to maybe about an inch from each end. So it's right around here. Cut that off. Here we go. And as for the swivel, this one, it's about perfect size for it, as you can see. The length is about, let's see, it's a glare, there we go. The length is about 900 thou, 910 thou, and the width is 275, 274 and a half. So the hole was 300 thou, so this fits perfectly. There we go. For the wire, first thing you do is let's see, get this out of the way. Use this to make a loop right around there. Bend it. So it's kind of like that. And just stick it through. When you're sticking it through, make sure it's straight. Plus, I added the steel ball while I was printing, so that's why you're hearing the rattle. As you can see, as I'm poking it through, what you want to do is drop the swivel in, and hopefully you'll catch it. Nope. There you go. I think that's it. Yep. So stick it through. There you go. Now for this end, just use this and bend it back and bend it in a circle, and basically just try to get it in. There we go. That's about it. And just use super glue, glue it in. A couple drops would be okay. What? Too much. The other thing you can do is use some baking soda. That'll help dry it up pretty fast. Oops. For this one, you can drop it in first. And try not to get it at the joint right around here. Try not to get the super glue at this joint.
Oops, it may have gotten in there. Spin it. Boy. It may lock up. That's okay. Actually, we can lock it up if we want. So let's actually, let's lock it up. Throw more in. Of course, we can sand this down. We're done with this. And there you have it. Yeah, you can clean this up, but that's fine. Yeah, clean it up later. But just throw in some split rings and some hooks and you're ready to go. Nice rattle. Hey, thank you for watching. Have a good one.